Hi, I'm Miss Kaylee from the Scenic Regional Library Branch in Wright City, and I am here to teach you the Pokemon trading card game. So, if you have a bunch of Pokemon cards and you think they're really cool and you've been collecting them, but you're not sure what to do with them and how to actually play the game, we are going to teach you how to do that. So, don't forget to stop by your local branch and you can pick up 20 Pokemon cards. You do need more than that, but that might be able to get you started if you don't have a lot at home. And it's just while supplies last, but each branch will have some sets for you to come pick up. And we're going to get ready to teach you. Okay, hi. This is Mr. Barrio, and he's going to teach us how to play Pokemon. So first of all, we have our Pokemon cards. What does everything on the card mean? What does this mean up in the corner?
So in the top left-hand corner, you have two things happening. You have some numbers and you have a symbol. The first thing, the numbers, is how many hit points or health points that you have. I don't remember the exact terminology, but it's H and it's a P, so it could be either one. Then the other one is a symbol, and that literally says what type of Pokemon this is. Also on the card, you have these little gray stars, and then sometimes you'll have little lightning balls, and that tells you the type of energy that you need to perform those actions. And then if you read those actions, it tells you how you attack your opponent. So you want to read that and see what information is on there to help you with your attacking strategies.
So I'm looking on here, and if I want to do the Thunderous Gale attack, I need these 2-star energies.
Those are colorless energies, so that
Okay.
could be any energy. It could be a lightning energy, it could be a water energy, it could be a green leafy energy, it could be a purple energy, it doesn't matter.
And then so this other one, the Raging Thunder, I need 2 of these lightning energies and 1 any energy.
Correct. You can only play one energy per turn, so you have to be very selective where you put your energies and when you use your energies. For example, if you know that your opponent is going to kill your guy in the next turn, you might not want to put any more energy on him and start preparing a guy that's sitting on your bench with some energy.
Okay. Also on this card, there's numbers here next to our attacks. What do those numbers mean? This one says 20 plus, and that one says 120.
So what that means is that's how much damage you do to your opponent. Your opponent looks at how many hit points he has, and whatever damage occurs, he subtracts that from that number. When you get to zero, you're obviously dead.
So he has 120. So
Uh-huh.
if someone attacked me with 120 or more, this is dead.
Yeah. Bam. 120.
Okay. What do our trainers cards do?
That's a good question. Trainer cards do a multitude of different things. There's two types of trainer cards. There are supporter cards, and then there are item cards. Item cards are things that you can attach to your Pokemon that give them either more powers or helps them defend themselves in battle. And then there are supporter cards. Supporter cards help you draw cards or discard cards and get a new hand, or you could even make your opponent discard their hand and have to draw new cards.
This one's a item card. It says in the corner,
Uh huh.
item. So this is a reset stamp, and it says your opponent shuffles their hand into their deck and draws a card for each of their remaining prize cards.
It's a very nice card to have because sometimes when people draw cards, it says on the card that they must show you what they picked out, and then you'll know what they have, and you're like, I don't want them to have that. I'm going to reset their hand. And you could use that card to do such a thing.
That's pretty cool. It also says down here you may play as many item cards as you like during your turn before your attack.
Correct. After you do your attack, your turn is over. So make sure you get everything done before you attack that you want to do. Because once you attack, you're done and it's your opponent's turn. If you made a mistake, sorry, you made a mistake. That's why pencils have erasers.
So we also have energy cards. This is what we were talking about on our Pokemon. So this attack requires 2 of these energies and then 1 colorless. So that could be any energy.
Yeah. And if you craft your deck and it's a lightning deck, obviously all you're going to probably have is lightning, so it'd be another lightning. But you can use different decks and combinations, or if you don't have enough lightning energy for your deck, you could have other colors.
So just because you have a deck with mostly maybe the lightning electric Pokemon doesn't mean you have to have all electric energy.
Correct.
But if you want to make a deck or play this game at all, energy is a very good thing to have.
You definitely need energy, because if you don't have energy, well, you're just going to get.
What happens when you don't have energy in real life? You're really tired. Yeah. Okay.
Sleeping's not a bad thing, though.
We kind of have the general basics of what is on the card. You will see other things on this card. We are going to post links for more information in the comments or also above the post. And also at the end, we're explaining a really cool app you can download that's free to teach you how to play as well. So we know a little bit general basics of what are on our Pokemon cards. Told you about the different types of trainers. This one happened to be an item trainer, but there's others. And then you definitely want to make sure you have energy, because your Pokemons need lots of energy to attack your opponent's Pokemon. Okay, so how you want to build a deck to play a game? What do you need to do?
You need to buy cards.
Lots of cards.
Step 1.
We will have 20 cards at the library for you to grab. First come, first serve. That's only 20. But it will help you get started if you don't have a lot at home.
She's saying it's only 20 because you need 60 cards for a deck. Mm-hmm. And so that's the starting point. There's no rhyme or rule as to how many item cards or Pokemon or energy that you have to have in a deck. That is up to your discretion. Me personally, I like to have a lot of energy cards and a lot of item and supporter cards and a low number of Pokemon cards, but just really, really strong Pokemon who can't get their butt kicked and do a lot of butt kicking. And that way I have all the energy that I need, and I have all the item cards to shuffle and move through my deck as I see fit.
Okay, also, I wanted to go over, I just realized, so there's also differences between types of Pokemon. Like this one says basic in the corner.
Yes, I was going to get to that.
Okay. And then...
So, for example, I will show you 2 cards that I have in the deck right here. Okay, I have Krabby. He's a crab, so he's Krabby, and he's a basic. But I also have one called Kingler, and underneath that it says he evolves from Krabby. So if I've already played Krabby and I wait a turn, I can put Kingler on him and evolve him. So it allows for him to supersize himself. And he usually your stage 1 Pokemons have more powers and then more powerful attacks than the basics. And they also go all the way up to stage 2. There are also Pokemon called VXs and GXs and Pokemon Vs, and those Pokemons are sometimes just basic, but they're like also like special cards that have more powers. One of the downsides to them with the extra powers is if somebody kicks their butt, you lose extra cards. So part of the thing we haven't gotten to is how do you set up the game when you begin, and how do you win the game?
Okay. Okay, so now we're going to show you how to set up your cards. Is that what you call it?
Yes.
Set it up and get ready to play a game. So we're going to so you have your, let's say you have your 60 cards in your deck. You figured out what you wanted. What kind of deck did you make here?
That is a water deck.
A water deck. So he's got, is it all water Pokemon?
Yeah, and actually, that's not even a deck that I made. It's a deck that was pre-made and I bought. So you can actually buy decks that are pre-made for you, and so it's just ready to go. You don't have to think about anything or try and put anything together. They're pretty well balanced based on the amount of energy, the amount of Pokemon, and the amount of items and supporter cards. And it kind of gives you an idea actually how to put together your own deck too as you're beginning.
Or like I'm going through his thing and I showed you before a trainer item card, or this one's a supporter, so it says supporter up here
Yeah,
in the
you can
corner.
only play one supporter per turn. So, for example, she shows you a Poke Kid card. That's a cool card because what it does is I pull it out and I can go through my deck and pick any Pokemon I want out. So, if you know your deck really well, say I already put out Krabby and I want to get Kingler because he's cool, I would go and get Kingler.
Okay, and then we showed your items. I noticed are there trainer I think in some of the decks the kids might be getting, there are trainer cards that are arenas.
Yes. So there are arenas. And arenas you can play, and they affect both sides equally. For example, one of the arena cards says that if you are a water Pokemon and you have damage on you, you can heal yourself 20 heal points every turn.
That's cool. Sounds neat to
Yeah.
me.
It's really cool if like you have it, you have a water deck, and then the person you're playing has a fire deck, and it doesn't help them at all, and it just really, really helps you. Now, what's really cool is there's also on these, there's weaknesses and there's resistance. So, for example, at the very bottom, it says I have a lightning weakness. So, somebody with lightning attacks me, it says multiply by 2. So, if they do 10 damage to me, I got to multiply that by 2. That's really 20 damage. I really don't want to go up against a lightning deck with a water deck. Now, water decks versus fire decks, well, let's just think about this. If there's a fire and you put water on it, what happens to the fire? It goes out. So usually the fire decks don't like going up against water decks because, well, it's an unfair advantage.
Okay, so Mr. Barrio has a water deck. He's got 60 cards. So let's say you have your 60 cards in your deck, and now you want to play a game with a friend or grown up. So we're going to show you how to do that. Okay, so what you see here is a mat that kind of shows you where stuff goes. This was in a deck of cards. Might not always come in all deck of cards.
Right. I know that some of the preset decks come with mats because obviously I got this one. So I don't know if all of them do or not, but I know that this green one with the Rillaboom and then the Inteleon, which is a blue water deck, they both come with them. So what you're going to do is you're going to properly shuffle your cards. After you're done shuffling your cards, you're going to deal out 7. Okay, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So now you got to look at your cards. Okay, first thing you got to do is you got to see if you have any Pokemon in there. Uh-oh, I don't have a Pokemon in there. So I got to reshuffle my deck. And I got to draw cards again. And I got to do that until I get a Pokemon. Okay, a Pokemon that I can put up in an active Pokemon position. Okay, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And this has a lasting impact on the game. Because if I don't get a Pokemon, I give the other player an opportunity to draw more cards. I still didn't get a Pokemon. So I gotta try again. And I know this is gonna take a minute because of the way that I have the deck shuffled. So, might be a second. I apologize. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Deck. Please give me a Pokemon. Bam, I got a Pokemon. I have 4 Pokemon. Okay? So, it took me 3 times to try to get something with a Pokemon. That means the other player gets to draw 2 extra cards because I messed up. So, I take one Pokemon, one that I really, really want to use the most, and I'm going to put him in my active Pokemon position. He's going to be my starting lineup, my starting fighter. So I'm going to go with Krabby because I also have Kingler, so I can evolve him later. So I'm going to put him face down. The other player does not know who I have right now. Now, the other player has to put theirs down, and then after that, I get to put my people on the bench. Since I have other people, I can put them on the bench, or I can decide not to. That's really my choice. As you learn to play the game, you can see the advantages and disadvantages that could have. So I'm going to go ahead and put these other 3 down, or other 2. I can't put Kingler down. I'm going to put Cramorant and Sobel down. You get to have 5 people on your bench. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Then after the other players draws 2 cards, and he has his people, then we flip them all over. Once we've gotten to that point, we flip them all over. Then you have to put 6 cards from your deck into the prize card pile. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So every time I defeat one of the other opponent's Pokemon, I get a prize card. Okay? Once all the prize cards are gone, I win. That's how you win in this game. So I recommend that you use appropriate strategies to try to eliminate as many of your opponent's Pokemon so you can get all the prize cards and win.
Okay, so we kind of explained.
We switched seats.
Yes, we switched. Hi.
It's very important I tell you
We kind of explained how to set up on this, so I'm assuming they're probably going to be on most decks. If they were in 2 when we bought, there probably are. But it even has on here what to do during your turn.
Yep, it's got little rules there for you so you can't mess up.
Here's our prize cards he talked about that you have to get rid of to win the game. And here's where your active Pokemon goes. This is the one that you're going to be fighting, right?
Yeah.
Like, or attacking the other player's Pokemon. And then your bench down here. And then your discard pile. And it explains what that does down here. And your deck. You can probably find these online, but I bet to like print out or something. If I find those, I will put a link below.
What is the comic book store you like to go to?
Fantasy Shop.
Yes, there's a fantasy shop in Creve Coeur that specializes all things Pokemon. As soon as I found out Henry wanted to learn how to play Pokemon, my son, I had no idea what was going on. And I went there and said, hey, I am Pokemon dumb. I know nothing. Please teach me. And they gave us resources. They gave me even some cards. They gave me also a map. They give me all kinds of stuff. So I would also recommend checking out
Fantasy Shop.
Fantasy Shop.
There's one in St. Charles. They don't specialize in Pokemon. The one in Creve Coeur does more. And there's also a shop in, I believe it's O'Fallon.
Yeah,
it's a little
closer. I haven't been
there. And they do a lot of Pokemon stuff too. I'll find the name of that and post that below. And they'd be happy
link
to
right down here.
Yeah, right down here.
You see this link right here.
Or up above too.
It could be up above.
So if I find the links to those, I'll post them. I'm sure you could go in and they'd be happy to help you as well. What was I gonna say? Oh, the free game you can download on the tablet or
yes.
Yeah.
I don't know what the name of it is. She does. I promise. She knows it. She knows it. She's gonna say it right about.
I think it's called
Pokemon Go.
No.
Oh no, that's the one that was on the phone.
That's the one where you run around outside and catch them. No, it's called Pokemon TCG, I believe.
TCG.
For trading card game, TCG.
Yeah, you can actually, it'll keep track of your cards that you buy. You can scan with a barcode. And then it'll also keep track of cards that you fictitiously buy on the website.
But everything's free.
Yeah,
on the
free.
app. The
and
app
you can learn
free.
a lot.
It's free to download. You get cards for playing.
It's a good, easy way to practice because they'll teach you the rules and the strategies in the correct game flow, and it won't let you mess up. So, like, if you're trying to evolve a Pokemon and you're not supposed to evolve it yet, it won't let you. And so you'll learn that way. There's actually 4 things I haven't talked to you about, as if your Pokemon has been poisoned, confused, paralyzed, or put to sleep. And right now, I'm not going to comment on that because I can't really remember exactly which one does which because it's been a while that I played. But I know you take the card and you turn it either to the side or upside down, and then you got to flip a coin, and whether you get heads or not determines stuff.
But if you do end up downloading the app and trying to learn from there as well, it will explain that a little more on the app.
It will.
which is a really nice thing to have because it will teach you. And once you, whatever you learn from the app, then you can take and start to learn with your actual cards in real life. Anything else that you think they should know as like going into it for the first time?
No, I think we almost covered everything that you need to know. And we really appreciate your time and your dedication to watching us for approximately 16 minutes and 12 seconds.
It's been way more than that.
Oh, it has. Oh, yeah, we recorded those other
Recorded
videos.
the other video.
Yeah, I'm not good at adding.
Okay.
I was a math teacher.
So, if you have any questions at all, or you're confused about something on the video, please post in the comments because I will make sure to look through those and I will ask Mr. Rario and then we will post the answers to that as well. If we can't answer it, we will give you a link or some information that will help you answer those questions.
And ask all the questions you want. My wife has promised me that for every answer I give, I get rewarded with chocolate. So we're good to go.
Okay. That's not true.
Yes,
okay.
It is.
So just make sure you have at least 60 cards to make your deck. Only 60. You can have more, right?
Yeah, you have to have exactly 60
exactly
for your deck.
60. I'm sorry, I said at least.
Can't have more, can't have less.
Exactly 60 cards 60. For your deck. Make sure you have energy. That's very important. I know you probably all like to keep and collect all the different Pokemon, but if you really want to learn how to play the game, you need energy for it. And trainers will be helpful as well, I'm assuming. They seem pretty helpful to me. All right. Well, we hope you enjoy. We hope you have fun. Don't forget to stop by your local Scenic Regional Library branch. Pick up your deck, or not deck, your 20 cards you get for free. While supplies last, we don't have a ton, but we had enough to make 20. Put 20 in a baggie for you. And don't forget to tune in on Mondays at 1 p.m. for Kids Clubs. We will continue to do team programming once a month. And of course, there's the various story times for all the branches. So we're continuing to do all of our programs virtually. Thank you very much for joining us, and let us know if you play a game and if you won and how you're doing. We would love to hear it. And don't forget to look above or below in the comments for all of our links about how to learn more, how to get the app to learn on.
Pokemon TCG.
Pokemon TCG trading card game.
Ooh,
all
good
right.
job.
Yeah. All right. Thank you so much. Bye.
Bye.